So, okay, welcome everybody to the webinar. We're going to look at the benefits of Resource Publisher. Okay. We will be sending feedback forms out afterwards. If you can actually send them back, it helps us improve the way we run our webinars. So we do like the feedback. Okay, so just to let you know, this should only take around no longer than 30 minutes. I should be able to do the presentation in about 20 minutes and then we'll have plenty of time for questions. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Charlotte, can you see my screen? Yep. Okay, so if you've got questions as we go along, you can either click on the little button at the top and raise your hand, or you can click on the show conversation and type it in the chat. So Charlotte will be keeping an eye on anything that comes in the chat and she will let me know if anybody raises their hand. So if you have got any questions, please let us know. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to go through the activation of Resource Publisher for those practices who haven't actually activated it. So firstly, you click on the EMIS button and go into Configuration and go into your Data Sharing Manager. And EMIS has been a little bit slow this morning, so can you just bear with me? Oh, it's been okay actually. So what you need to do is click on Resource Publisher along the bottom. And obviously I've got all of the BHR practices in here. You won't actually see that from your end, but you will see this BHR Clinical Effectiveness Group. If you just highlight that, if it's not activated, and tick the Activate Agreement along the top. I think the majority of practices have activated it anyway. Okay. So how to access Resource Publisher. So you can either click on the EMIS button, you can go to Configuration and you can click on Resource Publisher that way, or you can customize your quick access toolbar if you want it along the top, and you just click on the little button going down, find your Resource Publisher, and then you can just add it there. Okay. And then I'm just going to go into Resource Publisher. Oh, it's gone in quickly. That's good. Okay, so what are the benefits of Resource Publisher? Okay, so the benefits are that you no longer have to import templates or import protocols or import documents. It is going to make your life so much easier. It will take us, I'd say, about 6 to 8 weeks to get it all up and running properly, as there's a lot of work around to do in the background. And also we'll need to deactivate all of your templates which are on Template Manager. So how it works. So I've got a development folder. So I'm currently working on your LTC and LIS template. You will have fewer templates. So this one will cover all of your long-term conditions. It'll cover anything included for QOF. It will include anything for your local incentive schemes. So it'll all be in one template. It will adapt for each patient. So if a patient has diabetes, you will, sorry, can somebody who's just entered go on to mute, please? Thank you. So if a patient has diabetes and epilepsy, only those pages will show. So it will actually adapt for each individual patient. Within there as well, I am doing a QOF requirement page. So basically what that will help the GPs, it will look at for hypertensive patients, is the blood pressure actually controlled? What was the last blood pressure reading? It will tell them if it was uncontrolled, etc., etc. So it's trying to help you work smarter and more efficiently. So rather than calling a patient in 3 times for different reviews, you can do them all in one go. Okay, so how does it work? So I'm just going to go into the templates. So we're working on several different types of templates. So that one will be your main one. So we're also doing a children's health one. So for instance, your children's health one, it'll have like your 6-week baby checks in. It'll have a visibility rule on it. So actually, if the 10 weeks, you're not going to see that page because you won't need to do that. It's got links in there to the growth charts. It's also got in there asthma, immunisations. It's got in sexual health for obviously the older children, so like 12 years plus, safeguarding, child at risk, etc., etc. So how do we manage this? Okay, so when I publish, now Emis is going to go slow. Yes, not responding. I'm sure you've all had this today. Oh, it's just threw me off. Okay, so this is what I see. I click on this here and I publish it. And this is going to take a little bit of time. So what that means is once it's published, you will be able to access it in your folders. So I'll show you where the folders are in a moment. So as you can see along the bottom, there's a little active or inactive. So we publish everything as active. If anything we publish is inactive, might be for a pilot. So if it might be only 5 practices for maybe phlebotomy who need a phlebotomy template, we would publish it to the 5 practices and then we'd contact them and ask them to activate it. So you only actually have the templates that you are needed. And as that's still going around in circle, if you look at the titles of the templates, as not to get confused with your old templates, anything Resource Publisher will have RP in the title. So it's just going to make you aware that you've got the latest one. And where you will find your templates, it's over to the left-hand side in this shared folders. So in the shared folders, I can't click on it at the moment, you will see this BHR Resource Publisher. Just close that. It's not going to do that. So basically this BHR Resource Publisher, when you see it in your practice, it will be in this shared folders folder. Okay. So what happens when we need to do a change to the templates? We actually go on to the publishing, manage publishing options. We then go in and we do we preserve the template. So you've still got the latest working version while we make the changes. We then make all the changes required. We get it tested and then we republish it to the practices. You don't need to do anything. It will always be updated once we've republished it. So there'll be no more importing templates or worrying that you're on the latest version. You will always be on the latest version in Resource Publisher. Okay, and that also goes for your, I knew this is going to stop, sorry. And this also goes for your protocols and then also your document templates. And my Emis has crashed. Sorry about this. Okay, so within the document templates as well, you will have a BHR Resource Publisher folder. Within there, you've got a folder for COVID. Oh, sorry about this. But I'm sure you're all used to the Emis playing up like this anyway, and now it's just gone blank. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to try and log on again to a different Emis. Oh. Can everybody see half of my screen? I don't know what Emis is playing at. Okay, so again, this is our new template. So basically, we'll be trying to do templates for BHR, which are across the board. So basically, like a woman's health template, which you'll have like antenatal in, postnatal in, smears, mammography, etc., etc. We'll be doing new patient check templates for you, structured medication review templates, all the templates that you could possibly need. And also, if a GP, a clinician thinks they want something like we in Newham, a clinician asked for a self-care medicines resource template, so we've built that. So we are open to ideas of what you think will be beneficial to your practice. I'm just going to click on document templates now, and hopefully this will open. Yeah, so again, in this shared folder, you will see the BHR resource publisher folder. And again, if we go in here, you've got all your COVID related documents, if it opens. And again, they'll all have RP in the title. You'll have all your document referral forms and your fast track referrals as well. You'll also have all your action plans in here as well. So if maybe a service changes the telephone number on the referral form, again, we will go and preserve the document, change the telephone number, republish it. It will override the one in the old one. Okay. What else is there? I think that's kind of mostly it, really. So it's basically override. The one thing I would say is that we will need to do template, protocol and document MOTs. So basically what it is a complete tidy up of your system, because you will have duplications. Once we've published in Resource Publisher, you will still have the template manager versions of everything. So what I would suggest from the 1st of May, I would start trying to book in with Billy Joe and Tracy Gibbons, a session for about an hour, so they can come in and clean up all of your resources, basically. So you clear up all of your old templates, so you've only got the ones in Resource Publisher, so you don't have to worry about them. It will take them about an hour. I know some practices have given them logins, so they would be happy to do it without you there. They can do it and then let you know exactly what they've done. They will produce a report to say what they've deactivated and everything, and what they've got rid of. Once they deactivate everything, anyway, it's always in your system, so you can always get it back. Or alternative, you can get them to arrange a meeting with an administrator. I'd probably say take around an hour for them to go through and clean up all of your systems. So as I say, I try and get this booked early in May, as we have got over 100 odd practices. So the sooner you get booked in, you know your system's going to be cleared up by then. Right, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen if I know how to do that. I probably don't know how to do that, but and I'll just tell you what we've got up and coming. So we've got up and coming, we've got more webinars up and coming. So we've got them for the use of the smart templates, which is normally really helpful for the practice nurses and healthcare assistants, clinicians, etc., etc. We've also got ones on searches and reports, and just to be aware that the searches and reports part is not part of Resource Publisher. It's a standalone on its own. So the downside is you still have to copy over your searches and reports. So it's just Resource Publisher only covers the documents, the protocols, the concepts and the clinical templates. Okay. Have I stopped sharing, Charlotte?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Has anybody got any questions? Because I think that's all I've got to cover at the moment. Hi, yes, Debbie?
Hi, morning.
Morning.
I'm Debbie from BHR IT department, so I help support the practices. Is it possible, Jane, that you can let me know what practices you've engaged with from the 1st of May to help tidy up the system? So if you haven't got any practices coming forward, maybe I can help getting those practices to engage with you.
Yes, yep. That's no problem. We'll keep a log of everybody
Thank you.
anyway, so we can let you know.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Julie?
Hi there. Yes, I've just got a quick question. My name is Julie. I'm from Dr. Rahman and Dr. Choi Surgery. So when you do update one of the protocols or templates, will there be any additional notification so that we can then let the GPs know that there is an updated version?
Yes, and also, yes, we will send out comms to say that it's been updated, what it's been updated with, and what we're now doing within our templates. There will be a page with a version control template, a version control page. So actually, you can actually just go onto that page, see when it was last updated, and it will also tell you what was the update in that template. So if you notice in the COVID template, that's already happening in that template, but moving forward, we'll be doing it for all of our templates.
So will we be notified by email that?
Yes, you will. Yes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Somebody else got the hand up? Is it Amarjeet?
Yes. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi there. I wanted to ask you about, you know, when the doctors, GPs do referral letters,
Yeah.
they write to different consultants in different hospitals. So
Mm-hmm.
are there going to be some templates with the, you know, with the address of the hospitals on it, or do we have to create our own?
No, we will provide all of the referral forms that we are given for, I think it's right across NEL. So any referral forms that are produced by NEL, we'll provide them for you.
I see. So, okay, so there'll be a standard, so it obviously then that doesn't require the letterhead, because before we used to send out letters with your letterhead on it, but
Yeah.
that won't be done anymore, is it?
No, so with your document referrals, it'll be like it'll mail merge your details in, so you don't
Right.
need to worry about that, and you just need
Oh,
to do the
right,
tick
okay.
boxes on that. If you do need a session on that to go through how the referral forms work, you can arrange a session with either Billy, Joe, or Tracy, one of the support officers for your locality.
Lovely, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's okay, thank you. Okay. Has anybody else got any questions? Was everything clear? Does everybody understand how Resource Publisher works? Yes, Debbie?
Sorry, because obviously it froze and you couldn't go. So when they go on and clicked on Manage Publishing,
They won't do that.
They won't do that.
No, that I was just demonstrating how we publish them, then how we can preserve
Fine.
them,
That's
and how
okay
we.
then.
Yeah, practices do not actually need to do anything. They will just find them all in that shared folders.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
practices don't need to
clarifying.
worry. Yeah, they don't need to worry about anything.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Has anybody else got any more questions or queries or need clarity on anything? No. Okay, well, thank you everybody. I know you're extremely busy after the bank holiday. Sorry?
Julie has raised her hand.
Oh, sorry, Julie.
Sorry, one last question. You said right early on in the presentation how many weeks roughly it would take for this to be implemented. Could you repeat how many weeks that was going to be roughly?
Yeah, well, basically what I'm hoping is that everything is going to be published by the end of April. So all of your documents and everything, and then moving forward from the 1st of May, you will need to get your primary care support officer in to tidy up all of your templates which are in Template Manager, the documents which are in Template Manager. So it's kind of like a process.
Sure. Okay,
So,
lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. And Susan? Hi, Susan.
Yes. Hi, Jane. So will you be doing all the Pan London forms as well? Are they automatically going to be updated by yourself too?
The Pan London ones, yes. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? If you do think about anything afterwards, you can just drop me an email. I'm happy to answer any queries afterwards as well. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, and I'll let you get back. I know you're all extremely busy after the bank holiday weekend, but thank you very much for joining us. Okay, thank you. Bye.